So yesterday afternoon, I'm trying to remember what time this might have been. Sometime around 2:30, 3 o'clock, maybe later than
When the
that.
storm started?
Yeah, we kept getting Environment Canada alerts. First of all, there was a thunder watch or thunderstorm alert. Then it was a watch.
And
Then
now
we got a tornado
we
alert.
did. Saint Jerome, Mirabel, I think it was.
Lachute.
Lachute, that was it.
And then the weather got kind of wild for a while. It poured, it got
Dark.
windy, then it disappeared, and it kept coming back. And we thought, well, this is just the worst of it. Well, it wasn't the worst of it for our next guest. It was out in Beaconsfield. His name is Vassos Vasiliou, and his house, you may have seen this last night on the CTV coverage, his house was hit by lightning and basically caught fire. He's on the phone right now. Mr. Vasiliou, thanks for being here.
No problem.
So I don't know how to first off ask, but I guess the first question is, are you okay?
Yes, I'm okay. My wife's okay. We're well.
Where were you when this happened, by the way?
Well, I was in bed taking a nap after I'd gone for a swim and a bike ride. Wanted to take a little break just to lie down for 20 minutes,
Mm-hmm.
and I was I was startled by this major bang or crash that hit the house.
First of all, we had bad weather, so you knew the weather had turned. Was it bad already where you were in your area? Was it getting windy and rain, all that kind of stuff?
Yeah. It was windy rain. I mean, we weren't outside. We were inside. So I figured, okay, this is going to pass. I'm just going to lie down for a bit because I'm pretty active. I like to be outdoors. And then that's when we heard that smash up against the house. After thunder, it kind of happened very, very quickly. The thunder and the bolt has almost happened simultaneously.
Oh, boy.
And my wife went outside. She woke me up. She had assessed the situation very quickly. She said, "Vas, I think we got hit by lightning. I think there's a fire." So I went to check. Saw one of the pod lightings. The pod lightings on the outside, it was getting a bit red.
Mm-hmm.
I could see, like fire on the inside. I checked the attic and just tried to move the attic door. I did, and it was hot and it was smoky in there. And I said, "Okay, we got to get out of here. We're done." It happened very quickly. In about 10 minutes, I would say tops 15 minutes, the house was bellowing out clouds of black smoke through the maximum vents, and then things just caught on fire. The fire department was called by my neighbor, who at that time was also calling out to us, telling us that your house is on fire. You were hit by a lightning bolt. One of my neighbors actually saw the bolt. It was a white. He described it as a white streak with on the end of it was like a ball, like a basketball that was like red and blue, and it hit the house.
Oh my goodness!
And we just got out, and we also called 911. There were about 3 people that called 911. They came here very quickly. They did an amazing job to control the fire, and they were able also to guide and counsel us through the process. They were terrific overall, I'd say.
Mm-hmm. Can I ask, so all this is happening, you got the emergency vehicles now showing up, fire department's been called. Where are you? Are you across the street watching this happen to your house? Where are you?
Well, at that point, pretty much across the street, watching all of this happening. My neighbor beside us was very supportive. All our neighbors around here were extremely supportive,
Mm-hmm.
calling out to us, reaching out to us, talking, guiding, offering suppers, lunches, dinner, whatever we wanted, shelter. It was because it was raining quite a bit too, and you really couldn't hang out too much out in the front because the smoke was very intense. You have the roof tiles, the shingles just burning off, and you have the insulation and the old wooden structure of the building is it was built 1959, so everything was like big beams. They were dry, so that went up in a hurry.
Can I ask a question as you're watching this?
Oh no.
Okay.
No. No.
You knew not to go back.
And
Not at all.
Okay.
I mean, the only thing I wanted was just to stand back and let the boys do their work.
Wow. Okay.
Watching them and hoping that nobody got hurt.
So I understand that it took hours to get the fire under control. It was concentrated mostly in the attic, but what's the situation for the rest of the house now?
Well, you have the fire part, and when you have the fire department trying to put out a fire with water,
yeah,
you have extensive water damage. The house is a write-off.
Mm-hmm. Oh, my gosh.
Yeah, pretty much.
So where are you staying now? Where are you and your wife?
Well, we are staying with very close neighbors, friends of ours across the street.
Okay.
And we've been offered from a number of neighbors, a place to stay.
That's great.
Supper, just to drop by for a drink, to talk, or coffee, or whatever.
You live obviously in a great community where you have, you know your neighbors, they know you, and at least this part is kind of nice to hear.
Have you been able to retrieve any of your personal belongings? Is anything salvageable from the house?
Yes.
Okay.
Thankfully, we were able to go in when they were done yesterday. We were able to go in and get a few things. We were able to get more important things out today, like the hard drive and some hard files that were in a metal filing cabinet. They were retrievable. Luckily, they were not in an intensive, heated or hot area.
Right.
But there was extensive damage, and we were lucky that we had our filing cabinets in a closet. So we were able to retrieve the hard files, and the hard drive was under our working desk. So that also helped.
Oh, good.
I wanted to ask, with respect to, so you're standing watching your house basically, and you're saying now it's going to have to be raised. It's not salvageable at this point anymore. You talked to insurance. What did insurance say to you? Have you already spoken to them?
Oh, yeah. Yeah, I've spoken to the insurance, spoken to a number of people, got some excellent counsel from police people and the fire chiefs.
Okay.
We decided to seek out I guess what they call them, a sort of a broker of sorts.
Okay. Well, can I ask you to share some of that advice with me for people who might find themselves? What do they tell? Like, what should you first be doing when something like this happens to you, or at least after the fact?
Well, I mean, what is excellent about the fire team that came with the fire chief was able to pull out a little booklet with very simple, focused instructions.
Oh,
what to do day one,
good.
what to do day 2, day 3, day
Wow.
4. Yeah, and reach out, to the bank, to your insurance, to your wherever. Inform.
Oh, that's excellent.
That's great. Yeah.
And it's like it's the same kind of process when a loved one dies. You have to
And notify everybody, right?
So you got to follow a protocol that makes sense because a lot of people are involved.
Yeah, well, we're rooting for you. We're thinking of you, and just glad ultimately that you and your wife are okay, that nobody was hurt.
End of the day.
Yes. Thank you. We're good, and we're in from now on in. I mean, from whatever else we can retrieve from this place, the broker who is supporting us through this process has been very, very kind, and and informative, and
Great.
kind of helping guide us through this process. And we're thankful for that because, I mean, the reality is insurances are businesses, and you always have to negotiate. If you got to know what you're negotiating, and these people know what they're talking about and what they do. It's like almost like having a lawyer. So
that's good.
Well, good for you. It's nice to see you have all those loose ends kind of tied up here. And as Natasha said, we're thankful everybody is okay. And you have some wonderful neighbors, apparently. Mr. Vasiliou, thanks so much for your time. Wish you all the best.
No problem. My pleasure. You too. Take it easy.
Take care.
care.
All right. There you go.
Oh, my gosh.
How
What a
sit
great
by
attitude.
lightning caught on fire. Yeah.